some value in this training or workshop. Hello, everybody. Hello, world. My name is Richard Peoples. I am broadcasting, streaming live from what I'm referring to as my home office, home studio. And inside of this home studio, what I like to do is showcase some of the work I'm delivering to clients, show it in real time. So if you are a business owner today and you can benefit from what I'm going to be showing live, no BS, no filter, no post edits, it's all live. And at some point you'll go back and you'll watch this and you'll go, I remember Rich taught me how to do this. So in this training, what we're going to be doing is almost like a PPC live from scratch training. I want to walk you through a brand new account I just set up for PPC. PPC is an abbreviation for pay per click. What's amazing about pay per click? Google, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, Microsoft Bing, they give you access instantly to reach their users. It's their way of monetizing the customer relationship, creating revenue for their business. And so what they do is they work very hard for the first 10 years, 20 years, try to get people adopted, start using their brand, start using their platform. And then once they have millions of users signing in every day, they come to the business owners like you and I, and they say, hey, do you have a business? Are you trying to grow your awareness, grow your reach? Come over here and advertise on our platform. And what we're looking at right now, Google. Google has, let me Google it. How many users are on Google search? All right, it's probably going to tell us it processes 99,000 search queries per second. Oh my gosh. 99,000 searches per second in the world. That translates to over 8.5 billion searches per day. Oh my gosh. There's enough searches per person on the planet. it's like one person on the planet everywhere. Every day using search at least once. There's roughly 2 trillion global searches annually. So if you were to like divide 2 trillion searches by 8.5 billion searches per day, wow, it's a lot of searches. Looks like as of second quarter 2021, this is old news, so I'm not going to read that.
I'm done.
Okay. Daddy's doing a live stream right now. Can you wait? Yes. Go. Or I'm not going to count the money. Okay. Daughter has some money. She wants me to count it. Anyway, this is live. I work from home, got my kids at home. So excuse or pardon the interruption. So I was saying 99,000 search queries every second. Now let's head back over to Google search and let's kind of go deep into the campaign that you're looking at right now. So I was approached by a company. They do air duct cleaning. They clean out your vents. They do it every year. They say you're supposed to do it every 2 years. You hire them, you bring them in, they remove all the particles, all the necessary things that it takes for your home to run, such as like your dryer. If you own a dryer to dry your clothes, right, you call them if your dryer stopped working. Okay. They want to target a specific person searching on Google within a certain mile radius. So let's go to their campaign settings. So I'm going to go to campaigns. And you're going to see that what we're able to achieve in this first round of PPC from scratch or paid media on Google, we like to refer to it as just PPC. PPC, pay per click. Inside of this pay per click campaign, we're able to identify certain geographic areas. We're also able to identify, and we could type in like zip codes, cities, states, countries, and we can say, I want my offer for my company. I want it to get in front of these people. Okay. Inside of this zip code, or inside of this state, or inside of this community, okay, country. And then I also want to remove any countries or locations that I do not want seeing my ad. Okay, that's one of the first mistakes. This is moving very slow. I don't know if it's because I'm live or what, but you can also remove the places you don't want people to see your offer. So for instance, if you target high net worth individuals, high ticket, high net worth zip codes, you don't want other zip codes seeing your offer, then yeah, you can remove those locations. Some other things we can do. Now, obviously we can name the campaign. We can give the campaign some goals. We can tell Google, hey, this is what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to get more form fills. I'm looking to get more phone calls. I'm looking to get more qualified leads. That sort of thing. And then, we can say our objective sales is like e-commerce, leads, people who are interested in a service that you sell or offer, website traffic. I want people to know I exist. So you have these goals. And then you also have networks. Networks are related to, and most people probably don't know this, probably don't care to know, you have two different networks. You have a search network, people who are typing in a search. You have people typing in keywords, phrases, questions, maybe doing some voice searches, saying, hey, Google. See, my phone is crazy because I have a Google phone and it heard me say that. And now wants to be able to give me a search result. Display network. Display network is anything that has a visualization. Think of like your email. If you're checking your email, you can advertise in people's inboxes. That's crazy. If somebody's reading a blog, you can advertise, put your little picture there. Okay. If you are, I don't know, watching YouTube and you go to YouTube University a lot, you can identify people who are on YouTube and target them specifically. It's all right here under display. Locations. Locations, you put in your exact location that you want to include. you put in the exact location that you want to exclude, and you can do so by city, region, country, or postal code. So if I were to go in here and we were to look at their target, they have a 40-mile radius. 40-mile radius around the city of Phoenix. So for them, what they're indicating is they're only willing to drive up to 40 miles, okay, to deliver service. Anything outside of that 40-mile radius, we want to either exclude, or again, we want to have a radius and make sure that we're only targeting these specific areas. And then what's going to happen is Google is going to tell us over time. This is why it's important that when you turn on your campaigns, do not pause them unless you must. Google will learn these are the people that are searching in this specific area or zip codes. Okay. So if you're clueless right now as to where your ad is showing or where people are looking, this is a good opportunity to find that out. All right, so you can target locations in here. Okay. You can also do by English, Spanish. You can determine how much you're going to spend per day. You can also determine how much you're willing to spend per conversion. We'll get into that later. So for instance, I'm only willing to spend $10 to get someone to call, or to get someone to fill in a form, or to get someone to come to my website. Okay. You can also have Google to automatically write, compose an offer headline so it appeals to the right people. And you can do so based on the information on your website. Okay. You can create start and end dates. What we like to do for one of my programs, for anyone who does PPC, under that program, we'll take on your account for the first 30 days, no cost. Okay. Now, if it's already set up, great. If it's not, we'll obviously charge a small fee to set it up and then monitor it for the first 30 days. Create a plan at no cost. Create a plan, and then you'll start paying us and we'll start bringing you money. That's how it works. Guarantees, there's no guarantees with this because it depends on how much money you put into it to get out the money you desire to have. Okay. No money in, no money out. Okay. And then there's broad match keywords. So we tell Google, we want to put on broad. Now, some people say, oh, when you first get started, go after phrase, go after exact matches. And exact matches, whatever people are typing, you want to bid on that particular phrase or that particular exact search. And then there's people who have no idea what they're typing. That's probably why there's so many searches per second, 99,000 searches per second, because sometimes people really don't know what they're typing, and they may type it again, or they may click on the wrong search result. Either way, we're keeping it very broad, because in the beginning, we want to know who's searching for this. What are they typing? What are some of their phrases? And it's hard to discover anything outside of broad when you're first getting started if you don't have an established brand. So we turned on broad. Okay. We pay a little bit more money. We bid on broad keywords. And then as a funnel works or takes the form, we start focusing on exact and we start focusing on phrase. Now, there's some other things I won't get into, but you can determine like ad rotation schedule times and some other times. So like for instance, you wouldn't want to turn this on and run it all day long from 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. You would want to run it when you're available to provide the service that you're advertising for. Okay? So what we've covered in this small workshop, just as a test phrase, we may go ahead and place this inside of our training catalog anyway, and offer it as a free introduction to PPC from scratch. PPC from scratch, these are going to be some of the things that you're going to want to have in place in order to turn on a campaign. So let's recap. So we talked about whenever you're getting started with Google for PPC, okay, PPC, pay per click. There's pay per click on Facebook. There's pay per click on TikTok. There's pay per click on LinkedIn. Specifically, we're talking about Google. There's pay per click for YouTube. We're talking about Google right now. There's 99,000 searches per second. You want to put your brand in front of the right people doing a search by the second. And in order to achieve that, you would want to go out to Google. You would want to start your campaign. But you would want to first make sure you have some of those things that we covered today, like location, locations you're targeting, locations you're not targeting. You may also want to have something that is based on how much you're willing to pay to get a conversion. A conversion is a form fill, a phone call, a website visit. You may want to also determine what type of keyword structure, broad, phrase, exact. And you may also want to determine what network. Are you going to go more search, where people are just searching? Or do you want to be in front of people who read and people who watch videos too? These things are important. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing screen. And I'll go ahead and wrap up for today. But what we're going to do is every day, we're going to go live, do a workshop. And throughout the course of the day, we're going to showcase different elements. Now, high noon is right around the time that we want to do these workshops. In between noon and early afternoon, you're welcome to join us at any time. But for the meantime, my name is Rich. Thank you so much for watching today's workshop. I'll see you on the next one. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment in the section below. And me and my team will get back to you. Hope you got something from this, and we'll see you on the next training.